Good morning, Novi. Welcome to today's edition of the Cat's Eye News. I'm Preston Richards.
And I'm Jack Harrell. This morning, we're highlighting yet another talented art student. However, Erin isn't a painter or a graphic designer like artists we've highlighted in the past. Instead, she transforms her and her friends' faces with a little liquid latex and some makeup.
Vaseline's just kind of to make it look like wet, because burns usually aren't dry, because you're kind of ripping up all your skin.
Erin Toomey, student, theater kid, and special effects artist.
I'm just going to start mixing this latex into these coffee beans that I have here.
Here, she's using a technique she found on the internet.
It's just like what a lot of FX people use in like burns and stuff. It just makes it look a bit grittier and dirtier.
When Erin needs more inspiration, she Googles that too.
Most special effects makeup that I see used in Hollywood or stuff is like burns, cuts, gunshot wounds, frostbite, that kind of stuff. So, you know, the internet's pretty gross for all that. That's kind of not fun to like look at to like try to find inspiration. But it's necessary.
Before Erin can apply the coffee beans, she has to start with a base of liquid latex. This is what makes her burns malleable, and it helps make each one unique.
Nobody can tell me like, oh, you're doing it wrong, because it's all like randomization when you're putting it on your skin. This is like the perfect stage it's at, where it's just like tacky enough that I can pull it and make these big holes and like gross gashes.
Erin can do burns, cuts, scars, frostbite, and masks. You may have even seen her work walking around during Spirit Week, when she created a Voldemort mask for student Griffin Hoover.
This is the first part of putting on the Voldemort mask. How's it look?
Taking off the effects, now that's a whole different story.
And then it's all discolored on that side and gross.
From the Cat's Eye News, I'm Renee Boudreau.
Classrooms across the school were missing students on Friday. That's because 161 students competed in their DECA Districts competition, and they were pretty successful. 57 members earned test medals, 70 members earned role-play medals, and a whopping 129 members made it to states. These students will have a bit of a break until March 8th when they compete in downtown Detroit.
Japanese Club is celebrating Christmas in room 246 today by making strawberry white cake, making Christmas cards with origami, eating Japanese snacks, and watching anime. If you'd like to join in on the fun, the group requests that you bring $2 to pay for the food.
Remember those candy bars that Student Council and the You Matter Committee gifted students before Thanksgiving break? The You Matter Committee is continuing to raise mental health awareness with a bridge decorating event this afternoon. They're preparing for their second annual You Matter Week, which begins January 25th.
Once you finish up with the bridge decorating or with Japanese Club's Christmas celebration, consider swinging by the choir concert tonight. All 5 choirs will perform in First Auditorium at 7 p.m. and admission is free.
Ever since the state of Michigan passed a law in 2012 that made it illegal for schools to force students to stand for the pledge, students have begun sitting for the pledge. Some are protesting the state of the country, but others simply don't want to stand. Reporters Wynn and Emily have more.
Every morning, students are asked to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance across America's high schools. However, many students do not. In fact, only a little more than a third of Novi students stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. So why do some students decide to stand and others don't?
I want to show my respect for the country, and I think that that people that believe in it should. I think that that's a personal choice, and everyone should be able to do whatever they feel that's necessary.
I'm tired in the morning.
Sometimes I do stand and sometimes I don't. It's just like I do stand sometimes if I'm in the mood.
While statistics show that most students don't stand because it's inconvenient, a rising number of students are not standing for the pledge because of their political and social beliefs, especially in today's political climate.
I just believe that if we're going to pledge allegiance to like a flag of a nation and like everything that's said in the pledge, and it's basically saying that that's what you stand for, like all the words that are said in the pledge, and it's like not all of them are true at this point in time in history, such as especially that like last phrase, equality and justice for all. I don't believe that it exists in America right now.
This is Wynn Scott with the Cat's Eye News.
How do you feel about standing for the pledge? Tweet us at Cat's Eye News. That's it for today's school news. Let's see what Griffin has with sports.
Thanks, guys. Yesterday, senior Kyle Heslop was named to the MHS FCA Academic All-State team for his work on and off the football field. Well-deserved honor for him. Congratulations. This evening at 6:30, the boys varsity swim team has a dual meet at home against Cranbrook and Livonia Stevenson. Come support your boys. In national sports, the Carolina Panthers lost to the New Orleans Saints 12-9. Both teams had lousy offensive performances, but the Saints just managed to edge out the Panthers. The Saints further solidify their case for home field advantage in the playoffs. The Panthers, on the other hand, add to their losing streak and are at the bottom of the wildcard race. That's it for today's sports report. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Griffin. Tune in Thursday for more Cat's Eye News. I'm Jack Harrell.
And I'm Preston Richards. Don't forget to wear green and white tomorrow or to dress up for your part in the lip dub. Have a great day.